Hello my friends, welcome back to Eureka Math. My name is Juan Magno and here is the lesson for today. As you can see, I already prepared the whole thing, so it's just easier. We just look at the procedure, and also just if you need to stop it and then revise it, make copies, do whatever you can. The video is for you to go at your own pace. Now here's one thing I did today. Here's the multiplication problem. I wrote it down in three different ways. In Eureka Math, they're going to be asking questions in this format, or this other one. So this will be the standard form, and this will be like word form or something like that. Anyways, let's get to it. Let's see what we need to do. So when we said expand decimal form number, this is the number that we're going to expand. The one that has a decimal in it. So the number is 2 41/100. And all we do is say, okay, this is 2. So what is that? 2 ones. So we're going to write 2 ones. That will be the first step. The second step will be write the tenths. Those are 4 tenths. 4 tenths. And it'll be 100 because this is the hundredth place. So that will be 100. Remember, every time you have the TH at the end, that means those are numbers less than 1. Now, we're going to rewrite the multiplication, which is 7 copies of 241. So let's write that down. So we're going to write it now on the new format. This is the first number, 2 ones, 4 tenths, and the last one is 100. Now, all we gotta do is multiply by the number 7. So this is the multiplication now. Now, once we've done that, then we have to create the model for this multiplication. So here's how you create a model for this. You do a rectangle with a pretty big area. So the first number is 2 ones. So 2 ones is going to be written right here. 2 ones. The next is going to be 4 tenths. 4 tenths. Divide that, and the last one is going to be 100. 100. There you have it. Now we got to multiply this by the multiplication symbol by the number 7. Okay, that's very simple, right? Now we'll multiply. 7 times 2 ones equals 7 times 2 equals 14 ones. Guess what? We write 14 on right below it. Plus 7 times 4 equals 7 times 4 equals 28. 28 what? 28 tenths. How do you write 28 tenths? You write it like this. 22. 2 means 20 tenths plus 8 more. That will be 28 tenths. Plus 7 times 1 equals 7 times 1 equals 7. So, how do we write 700ths? Well, we say this is how we write it. Decimal point 0 tenths, and 700ths. So there you go. That's how you multiply it with Eureka Math models. So let's now do the last step. Step 4. And we're going to name it Add Decimals. Okay, so let's add the decimals here. And the decimals are 14. Now notice the 14 is a whole number. Usually whole numbers have the decimal point on the right hand side. Plus 2 8 tenths. Be sure to align the decimal numbers because otherwise your answer will be incorrect. Our next one is 700. So decimal point is right here. We write the 700. Oh, 0 and 7. That will make it 700. If your decimal points are not aligned, you're gonna have difficulties. Okay, so please be sure to do that. Now here's what happens next. We are going to add them up. 7. This is 8, and decimal point 6 1. So the answer for this problem is 16 and 87 hundredths. So we will write it on the right hand side, 16 and 87 hundredths. Now I always review other concepts with my students. So here's another way we're going to write this down. We're going to write this down in fraction form. So that is 16 fraction. This one reads 87 hundredths. So I'm going to write the hundredths in the bottom, and that's 87 out of them. That will be your fraction form, and this is your decimal form. Now your expanded form, we're not going to write it here on this side, but we will write it over here. How will you write the expanded form for this? Let's write the expression, and this is something I want you to remember, because in Eureka Math they're using words in different ways. So expression will be the expression of this in expanded form. So we have 110, so that would be 110 like this, plus 6 ones, plus we have 8 tenths, that will be 8 tenths, plus 7 hundredths. Okay, we can do the same thing with the expanded form, but also we can do it with fractions. So you will write it this way now, fractions. 10 plus 6, 10 ones plus 6 ones plus 8 tenths. That will be 8 tenths plus 7 hundredths. 7 hundredths. Okay, so the main thing is that you found the answer and you aligned the decimal numbers, and this is the area model for you to solve a multiplication problem with the decimals. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped you become a better mathematician.